Hey there witches, Tiffany here, and as you can see I am at the dollar store. Today I'm going to do a quick episode on how you can be a thrifty witch. So we're going to venture into the dollar store together, and then I actually have a list of things that I need to pick up, but I will also, make stops and show you little things that you can get, obviously super cheap for $1. So let's do this. I've got my shopping list, my mask since we're still in a pandemic, and of course my adorable reusable shopping bag. Here we go. Okay, first of all, I love the party section because you have all of these beautiful correspondence colors. Yeah. So say you want green cups for a money bowl. You don't want to go out and buy a ceramic one or use one of your own. Well, there's some right down over there. And then of course we've got candles. Usually this particular location has a better selection of colored candles, but this is what we're working with today. Hello tea lights. Oh yeah. And yellow ones. Oh my god, I can barely smell these through my mask. I love scented candles. But these are great because you can write runes on them for rune casting. You can also write sigils on them and, tuck them into places. Put them in sachets, put them in under your pillow, stuff like that. Dun, 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 dun. I know that using fake flowers for spell work is highly debated. However, I do think they are good for flower crowns and also for altar decorations. Not so much for offerings, but altar decorations definitely, especially because they'll last all month long. Oh yes, jars, vases, bottles. Ooh yeah, oh look at the colors. I guess I don't need that one right now. I'll come back for you, I promise. I really want to get one of each color. Okay, these bottles are great for storing moon water, sun water, rainwater. If you want a gigantic bottle of a particular oil that you can make yourself, these are great. Unfortunately, there's no completely, just clear, non-colored ones. This is probably the closest. I know some people are very picky about not using colored glass for their storage, but it's up to you. Sometimes a thrifty witch can't be a picky bitch. Seashells. I mean, it's always better to find it in the wild, but if you can't and you need it cheap, boom, boom, there you go. I'm so sad. I really wanted to bring you guys here when they had a ton of gardening stuff, but there is not shit here. I am so disappointed right now. Well, for now, they do have some simple gardening stuff, particularly useful if you're just starting out. But usually they have a good amount of stuff here. The only thing I would recommend against are these little crappy seed packets. I mean, that one, yeah, that doesn't even have anything in it. And their soil. Do not buy their soil. Go to an actual nursery or hardware store for that. Is your familiar pissing in the house? Oh my goodness, they just moved it. Okay. Ooh, boy. They didn't quite have what I was looking for myself today, but they do have quite a few very useful little pieces or just decorative pieces to get you going. I'm gonna snag this guy to fit into a planter I already have. They've even got different types of bird feeders. They do have bird seed in the pet section. So if you wanted to get one of these going and just attract little birds to you, they have Epsom salts, great for purification baths, multicolored pens and permanent markers, more crayons and markers, great for writing down your intentions or your petitions in a colored correspondence. A little bit of sewing stuff for if you're interested in putting together, a puppet. Herbs. Not a great selection, but still, some of these bottles would cost you $5-6 at the grocery store. Oh, it's cutting my earring. Oh no. Okay. That's better. Okay, so I'm a little bit disappointed because usually they have a really great collection of succulents, and I was hoping to get a few because I love succulents. How's my makeup? But today, all they had was maybe 12 plants. Only one of them was a succulent, and most of it was already withered. All right, I am home. Here we go. Okay, so here it is. Not quite everything that I wanted, but you know what? I'm pretty happy. And I even got some extras because I told myself do not get any scented candles, and then I did. I did go ahead and grab this bottle because I really liked them. I did really want one of every color. I don't actually have any plans for this yet, but it's always nice to have one on hand. I recently used one of my white candles, and this is another thing, white candles, I love to just have as many on hand as possible, so every time I use one, I'll just replace it. Even if it's not a taper, I'll just, you know, grab something like this, it's fine. I got several empty jars. Some of them will be used for storage of dried herbs and things that I have right now. Other ones I will simply save. I left the labels on. Other ones I will simply save until I need them for a spell jar. I was so happy to find a pound of pink Himalayan salt. If you've bought this in a grocery store before, you know it can get pricey. So that was nice. And then this little dish is nothing special. It's just a BPA-free plastic dish, but I needed something new for my Rose of Jericho plant that I had, because I sort of repurposed my old dish for it. Whatever. So I'll fill that with water later and get that guy going. And then I pointed earlier, I told you in the store, I got the 2-pack of these guys, and I already had this planter, so they're gonna just go right in there. And the total for all of that was only $15. I think the final thing that I would say about this is be careful with these little jars, and even especially probably the bottle if you plan on putting liquids in here, because I mean, it is the dollar store, right? 99 cents only store. So I don't necessarily trust that these are airtight or liquid proof. So just something to consider with where you're going to store them and what you're actually going to be putting in them. Oh, salt has an expiration date. Who would have guessed? Okay, that's everything for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Feel free to email or follow me on Instagram, or both. Okay, that's all. Bye.